What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and today we're going to be talking about a tweet that Jim Irsay put out at 1:10 or 1:15 in the morning, and whether that hints that big changes are coming, specifically at the quarterback position. But before I get into it and read you the tweet, if you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. I believe we're 12 subscribers away from 800, which is absolutely insane. So thank you for all the support you guys have shown me thus far. And hey, if you like this video and you want to see more, click that subscribe button and also click the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below on this tweet and what you think it means. I'd be very curious to know what you guys think. And if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So let's get into this tweet, because now we cover tweets on this channel. But Jim Irsay at about 1:10 or 1:15 in the morning, maybe it was 1:20, but it was really early in the morning for us. He was on the West Coast, he said, so it wasn't too early for him, or too late for him, I should say. But Jim Irsay put out a tweet that I found very interesting and got a lot of people talking. That tweet says, "You can see clear as day, in the final 8 NFL team playoffs, you need a quarterback and offense who can score 30 or more in regulation, and a defense that can hold an opponent under 30. And he has a football emoji after that. So, of course, like I said, a lot of people start talking about this tweet, saying, hey, are there things coming, or is this something we should just kind of toss to the side? And I want to talk about the quarterback position first, because he specifically said quarterback. He didn't talk about any other position. He just said quarterback. That was the only position that he mentioned in that tweet. So, clearly it seems like he's not too happy with the quarterback play on this team, right? Chris Ballard hasn't given any indication that he's been happy with Carson Wentz or satisfied. If anything, he's given the indication that he's not happy with Carson Wentz and that he is probably ready to move on from Carson Wentz after how the year ended. Jim Irsay, I feel like, feels that way too, where he's like, yeah, we need to get another quarterback, because Jim Irsay, he's not young. He's getting old, he's getting older, and he probably wants to win another Super Bowl or two in his lifetime before he retires and his family takes over. So he's probably not happy with the quarterback play as well. And they know that we have guys on this roster that you simply just can't waste their years while being a part of this team. Darius Leonard, Quentin Nelson, Braden Smith, Michael Pittman, Kenny Moore, Jonathan Taylor. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. We got a lot of very talented young players. And as we go through each season without getting to the second round of the playoffs or even making the playoffs, let alone getting a Super Bowl, we're wasting their years. They're so talented that if you add a quarterback that can consistently give you good quarterback play, this is a playoff team without a doubt. They might even be able to go on a run. We got a lot of very talented players and positions that you need very talented players in. But the most important position, which is quarterback, we're not sure about. There have been times where Carson Wentz has been great this year, for sure. There's been times when he's played well. But then there's been times, especially towards the end of the year, where Carson Wentz has not played well. So I think they're ready to move on from Carson Wentz if they can get somebody that's better than Carson Wentz. So if an opportunity came up to where they could get Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Derek Carr, I think they're going to take a chance and they're going to go after a quarterback like that. If there's not a quarterback available that's better than Carson Wentz, let's say the only quarterbacks that we could potentially bring into Indianapolis are quarterbacks that are as good as Carson Wentz or worse than Carson Wentz, they're obviously going to stick with Carson Wentz. But if there's a chance that they can get Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson, Derek Carr, they're going to take a shot and they're going to go after one of those players. To me, I think Derek Carr makes the most sense depending on what happens with the Raiders, because if they get a new GM that wants to just completely blow up everything going on with the Raiders, Derek Carr is going to be available. So I feel like that's probably the most reasonable of those three that I mentioned. So they're probably watching, seeing what happens with the Raiders and what happens with the Packers and the Seahawks, and seeing if there's a chance that they can go after one of those quarterbacks. So I think this tweet clearly means that Jim Irsay wants a new quarterback in Indianapolis that can give consistently good quarterback play. I also think, because he's talking about offense as well in this tweet, I think he wants to bring in another playmaker, whether it's a receiver or a tight end. he wants to bring in another guy. So if they can get Devontae Adams or a Mike Williams and Allen Robinson, or going to the tight end side of things, a Mike Gesicki, you know, Cincinnati's tight end, Uzuma, I believe that's how you say his name. If one of those guys are going to be available and they can get them, and those guys are interested in coming to Indianapolis, yeah, they're going to go after them for sure. So I think with this tweet, at least on the offensive side of things, it means he wants to get some playmakers in Indianapolis and he wants a better quarterback that can give you consistently good quarterback play. Okay, so now let's move on to the defense. And if there's anything that Jim Irsay could be hinting at when it comes to the defense, I think what he's talking about as far as improving in the offseason is pass rush. Now look, our pass rush this year was not good at all. It was pretty bad. Our secondary, I was happy with in the second half of the season. Linebackers, I was happy with too. But our pass rush was not good at all. It needs to improve. And look, I think Kwity Paye is going to go out there next year and he's going to ball out. I think Kwity Paye is going to have a really, really good year next year. Dio, I think, has the potential to do the same thing. Go out there and be a monster. So who knows? Maybe we won't really need to do much with the pass rush because maybe it will get better as, Kwity enters the second year and Dio enters the second year. But I think it's clear that if he's talking about anybody on the defense as far as things that need to improve, it's pass rush. And I absolutely agree. It needs to improve. That's how you're going to win games. That's how you hold opponents to under 30. And we've done it quite a bit this year, held opponents to under 30. But as far as not letting opponents get back into the game, I think improving the pass rush is definitely a necessity in order to prevent teams from doing that this year. Because we saw that happen with the Ravens, Tampa Bay, and there's been other games too this year. Tennessee. So we definitely need to improve that. I think that's what he's really talking about, but I could be wrong. Maybe he's not talking about anything at all. Maybe he's fine with the defense. Maybe he's talking about some staff changes. I don't know. We'll find out as the offseason continues and whatnot. But yeah, that's going to do it, guys. That was a tweet. I'll read it again. You can see clear as day in the final 8 NFL team playoff, you need a quarterback and offense who can score 30 or more in regulation and a defense that can hold an opponent under 30. I think there are things he's hinting at in this tweet. Does that mean things are going to happen? I don't know. We'll find out. Probably in March is when we'll find out. But thank you all for watching this video. If you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Hey, if you like this video, smack the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. Hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever a video goes up or when I go live. And if you have Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.